You ever had someone ask you a question that just made your brain scream? Why does this feel like a trap? Like they're smiling, but your gut's doing cartwheels and whispering, run. Yeah, that's not intuition. That's your survival instincts, because you just met a liar, and not just any liar. I'm talking professional level. Gaslight you until you question your soul kind of liars. And guess what? They don't just lie with words. They lie with questions. Yeah, they ask you things that seem harmless, but those questions, they're mind tests. And in this video, we're going to absolutely body slam 5 of the dirtiest, shadiest, most manipulative questions liars love to throw at you. Because if you can sniff these out early, you save your time, your energy, your dignity, and sometimes even your bank account. Look, I don't care if it's a fake friend, a toxic ex, your shady boss, or some clown on Tinder asking if you believe in second chances. Some questions are just red flags doing gymnastics. This isn't a paranoia class. This is clarity, because when you recognize the pattern, you don't fall for the performance. Oh, by the way, I always feature my favorite comment from the last video at the end. So stick around to see if it's yours. So here's what we're going to break down today. The exact questions liars use to flip the script on you. Why these questions seem innocent, but are actually manipulation in disguise. How to spot them instantly, without even needing a psychology degree or a crystal ball. And most importantly, how to shut it down. By the end of this video, you'll be able to sit across from a manipulator, hear them open their mouth and mentally go, yes, this is a manipulative liar. So grab your mental armor, because we're diving headfirst into the psychological jungle where liars live. And we're not bringing snacks for them. Let's talk about the first sign that someone might be a pathological liar wearing a human costume. They don't defend themselves. They interrogate you. All right. Let me get into the 5 questions liars ask. Question 1. Why are you being so dramatic? Oh, I'm sorry, Karen. Am I being dramatic for calling out your lies? This one's a classic. You catch someone doing something shady. Maybe they were talking behind your back. Maybe they straight up lied. And instead of owning up, they hit you with this Oscar-worthy line. Why are you being so dramatic? This is manipulation. They're not denying what they did. They're trying to reframe you as the problem. This question is a trapdoor made of passive-aggressive glitter. And the moment you start defending your reaction, instead of addressing their action, they win. You just walked into the liar's circus. They'll say, oh no, I didn't lie. You just misunderstood. No, I understood perfectly. Here's the truth. Liars ask this question to discredit your emotions, so they don't have to face their actions. It's not about the drama. It's about avoiding accountability. And if you fall for that bait, they will rewrite the entire story, where you're the unstable one, and they're the poor misunderstood angel. Don't fall for it. Question 2. Liars ask, do you even trust me? This is the emotional grenade. Liars love this one because it flips the whole situation upside down, like a messed up Neo card. So you catch them being sketchy. Maybe they've been hiding something. Maybe you found out something doesn't add up. And instead of explaining themselves, they whip out this nonsense like, wow, do you even trust me? This question is emotional blackmail, disguised as vulnerability. It puts you on the defensive because suddenly you're not even talking about what they did. You're trying to prove you trust them while they skate away, with 0 consequences. If they have to ask if you trust them while dodging accountability, oh well, you got your answer. People who are trustworthy don't need to ask if you trust them. They show you through action, through honesty, through not acting like a cartoon villain trying to escape justice. Question 3. A liar will ask is, so what do you want me to say? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the truth. This one is so manipulative. It should come with a warning label. Here's the trick. Instead of owning up, they play dumb. They pretend they're confused or too overwhelmed to talk right now. This means I'm guilty, but let me make you feel bad for confronting me. It's the verbal equivalent of throwing your hands in the air and flopping on the ground like a toddler. Let me be crystal clear. If someone hurts you or lies to you, and their first response is, "What do you want me to say?" they're not sorry. They're trying to escape the conversation without admitting anything. They want you to give them a script so they can fake remorse. Check the apology box and move on like nothing happened. Question 4. Can we just move on already? No, we can't just move on until you take responsibility for acting like a dollar store James Bond. Liars hate being exposed, and they especially hate long conversations where the masks start slipping. So they try to end the convo prematurely by playing the "let's just move forward" card. Now, don't get it twisted. Yes, moving on is part of healing. But skipping accountability isn't healing. It's emotional cheating. They want closure without consequences, peace without process, a hug without the sorry. And guess what? You're not a doormat with a heartbeat. Question 5. Are you really going to throw everything away over this? The emotional nuclears drop when they realize their little game is falling apart. They frame the conversation like you are the villain for daring to call out their betrayal. Sometimes they say this with tears in their eyes or fake panic in their voice, like it's you breaking the trust. This question is a desperate guilt trip, designed to make you question your boundaries. But remember this: if the price of keeping someone is betraying yourself, then it's too damn expensive. So, let's recap. Liars ask questions not to learn, but to manipulate. Not to grow, but to control the narrative. They don't want truth. They want power over your perception of the truth. But you're not falling for it anymore. Because once you recognize the playbook, you stop being the player and start being the referee. You call the fouls, you eject the clowns, and you protect your peace like it's worth more than gold. Because it is. So, the next time someone tries to gaslight you with a "Do you even trust me?" you look them dead in the eyes and say, "Trust? Bro, I don't even trust the expiration dates on milk." You think you've got a chance? Lastly, this channel is for people who see through the mental games. If that's you, click subscribe and let's ruin some liars' careers together. The comment of the day goes to this user who said, "Stop hurting my feelings. I hate it when people are too honest with me." Okay, since you hate it when people are too honest, I guess I'll save the savage honesty for tomorrow. Today I'll just say, you're awesome. Oh, and for the people always asking about books related to the video topic discussed, well, I got you today. I will recommend 5 books from some best-selling authors that extensively discuss this topic. The first book is Telling Lies by Paul Ekman. It's a good read written by the psychologist who inspired Lie to Me. It dives deep into micro-expressions, body language, and the psychological cues people can't fake. It's basically the science of sniffing out bullshit. Number 2 is Spy the Lie by Philip Houston, Michael Floyd and Susan Carney Thoreau, written by former CIA agents. This book teaches the exact techniques used by professional interrogators. Number 3 is The Like Switch by Jack Sheffer. This one is also from an ex-FBI agent. This one teaches how to read people and influence them, but it has gold nuggets on how liars act when trying to win you over. Number 4 is Dangerous Personalities by Joe Navarro. This book breaks down the types of people you should run from, like manipulators, predators, and sociopaths. Lastly, number 5 is Lias Patting by Pamela Meyer. This is an easy-to-read book packed with frameworks for identifying lies in real-world situations. Business, dating, friendships. Read these books, and you won't just spot liars. You'll have them sweating like a politician in a lie detector test.